What's up, y'all? This is the one and only Doodie Gabor, and I'm with Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag.
Everybody go. Everybody go. Run and tag everyone you know. It's time for Talk Live Tuesday. Talk Live Tuesday. You know where we at. It's time to sip and chat. Get to the bag and tell them that Tag get it. Talk Live Tuesday. You know where we at. It's time to sip and chat. Get to the bag and tell them that Tag get it.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Tag Doodie, the boom, and we are here live in Atlanta, Georgia, downtown the Loft. Y'all already know what it's about to give. Y'all already know how the show goes. On the couch tonight, we got Doodie Gabor in the motherfucking building, and we finna have a motherfucking ball. So let me tell y'all something real quick. Y'all already know how it goes each and every week. Y'all want to make sure you follow me on Instagram at Tag Doodie. You want to make sure you're following the Lavish Hookahs Official on Instagram because y'all know I got the hookahs with the good pull. Book us for your parties, everything. You're gonna follow us on YouTube at The Boom Network to make sure that you're getting all the updates of each show that comes out. And then you're gonna also follow the show on Instagram at Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag. Doodie Gabor is in the building. We're gonna let him do his thing 1, 2 real quick, and then we're gonna get right into the show. Doodie, what's going on?
Nothing much, but the same old shit, different day.
Tell us about yourself. Give us a little bit about you, who you are, you know, and stuff like that. Tell them where to follow you at real quick, all that good stuff.
It's the one and only Doodie Gabor. You can follow me on Instagram at Doodie Gabor, DOODIEGABOR. Also, I'm from New Orleans, the Lord Nine Wars, around Rampart and St. Marie Street. I give it up.
Give it up. We gonna talk about it because we know you give it up.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit going on, but right now I'm here with you. So
you here with me? Yeah, we finna get. He here with me, and we finna get him motherfucking popping. Y'all already know how it goes. So, of course, like you said, you're from New Orleans. Like, how was it growing up, like in New Orleans? Like, what's it like there? Because I've never been.
You ain't never been? You for real?
I'm from Florida and never been to Miami.
Wow.
Right. Right.
So growing up in New Orleans, you know, we got a lot of culture down there. So it's like bounce music. Well, when I was growing up, it wasn't the bounce music that it is now. It was a different type of bounce rap. That's when like Cash Money and all of them was still like popping down there. But seafood, pretty much Canal Street, everywhere. Like in New Orleans before Katrina was a whole different city. That shit was hot.
Right.
It was on fire. But like New Orleans now, it's still the same thing. It's a little bit different. But like growing up for me, I had, well, first of all, me and my mama, we 14 years apart. So it's like everybody thinks she my sister. Oh. But yeah, got everything I wanted. Never knew what a struggle felt like. I don't know what it felt like to have lights cut off, water, eviction. No, I don't know what none of that felt like. She was on her shit.
Right.
I come from a musically inclined family.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people think I'm just this old ass motherfucker inside this fucking young body. It ain't my fucking fault. Like my people, they scared us on every fucking thing. Like they love music. So that's how I grew up.
Like, were you accepted there, like, growing up? Like, did you come out when you were growing up, or was it something that you did as you got older?
I came out when I was 15, 9th grade. I came out. Yeah, I had just...
Did you have the support you needed when you came out?
I would say I did. Like, okay, so, you know how they say your parents always know?
Yeah, they do.
My daddy, I don't know what the fuck. I ain't got no relationship with him. But, so my mama... I just told her I wanted to talk to her. And so she was like, I had pretty much told her what it was. And she was like, I already knew. I was just waiting on you to tell me. And so I was like, well, fuck it. I'd have been saying something. I knew it was going to be
this easy, right?
And so after that, I think I had went to school. Nah, I went to school. I ain't go to high school in the city. I went to school in this little suburb type of part. And so people in the city, they already knew.
Right.
Because I was already on like the gay scene.
Okay.
But when I went to school after I told my mama, I just told everybody, I was like, okay, this is what it is. You either fuck with me or you don't. If you don't, I really don't give a fuck. Because she knows. So it's like, I ain't really looking for nobody approval at this point. It's just, It is what it is. I just don't want to finish going to fucking school and nobody know. Y'all
right. Because I'm not going to be hot on myself at this point. My mama know, bitch, you finna know, period.
And everybody was like, we don't fucking care. So it's like, I was cool with all the straight dudes. They really didn't have a lot of gay people there. What they did, it was down low. So pretty much did my fucking thing.
Did your thing? So how was life? Because I have a coworker and she's from New Orleans, and one of the questions that she did give me for you, she was like, how was life going after Katrina happened? She was like, because even if you weren't there when Katrina happened, it still affected you in a way, because of course family and stuff like that. So how was it like in New Orleans, like after Katrina, like in that experience?
So after Katrina, we ain't moved back until 2011, but knowing me, I was under my grandparents. Right. They fucking got me whatever I wanted, so I was always by them. So like every summer, Katrina hit in 05. So 2006, I would say that was August 05, Katrina hit. So Mardi Gras is like every January, February. Right. So Mardi Gras 06, the city was back up and fucking running. So like after that, I was always there because I would go by my grandma and them for the summer.
Right.
So it was still I feel like that was still like the mid 2000s. Right. So it was still hitting for what it was. So nothing really changed around that point, but now it's like it's different, but it's still.
Have you ever done the red dress run?
Fuck no.
Oh God. Why not? I want to go so bad.
I ain't putting on no dress. I can't do it. It's like I know other people that who have done it, and I'll be like, I can't do it.
I want to get me. I said next year I'm going, and this is gonna be my dress. This is gonna be my dress. So I need me a halter top, something that's like halter top that like tight right here. I need to be fitted right here in the waist, and I need to be flared out in the like a peplum, and I need me. And I gonna get me some real cute red ass sneakers. Like I really want to go to. All my friends have been. And it's like Dominique went this year, and I was just like, bitch.
I saw.
Like, bitch, how you getting motherfucker to the red dress run and not tell me? But no, like I really cannot wait to go. But like, what was your most memorable moment like growing up in New Orleans?
My most memorable moment. I got a whole fucking lot of them.
Give me your best.
We was on fire. My people, like my family, is one of the most known families out there. Everybody know who my people is. Like I would say, like my most memorable fucking moment. Damn. Let me see. We got too fucking many.
It could be whatever. It could be about a nigga. It can be about whatever you want to be about.
I would have no moments about them. They ain't shit.
They're not.
I would have not one fucking moment about them. I erased them. Let's see. I would say my most memorable moment is when I first started doing music. I'll say that'd be like my most.
When you first started doing music. Oh, okay. I'm glad that's your favorite memorable moment, because that's our next topic. Because you're formerly known as Young KSB, and of course that's when I found. Of course that's when I first started knowing who you were, because of course you did a song. I think it's called Slide on My Ass. Yes, we're gonna get into that, and we're gonna get into that later on. But however, you did that song, and I had seen that, and I think you had worked with Oliver at the time on that video.
Yeah, I did.
And so I was like, first of all, who is this? And he's talking about slide on his ass, and then he in the video, and all you see through the little shorts was ass and motherfucking ass and jock strap, and the little pee going back and forth. So I was like, oh, okay, this how he giving it up. Okay, but like, what did KSB stand for?
Oh, that's actually my initials for my name, my real name.
Your real name. Okay, Young KSB, period. And what made you like? Because of course you just retired from rap. Like, what made you retire so early? Like before you even really hit the game.
About that, like. After I had went viral, whatever, I got into some situations, and there's people that play behind the scenes that will do fuck shit. And what I don't like about it is that it's the politics, and then it's the, if you too smart, that's a problem. If you want to know too much, that's a problem. But if you shut the fuck up and let them do what they want to do and fuck over you and steal your money and do all that kind of shit, that's you good to fucking go.
Yeah.
They love you after that. I ain't having that shit.
Right.
So it's like, I want to know everything. I want to see every contract. I want to see every fucking booking. I got to be involved.
Right.
Because I don't trust people like that. But that becomes a problem. When you want to know too much, or you feel like, they feel like, he want to know too, you got to get fucked.
And go ahead.
People play their positions and they do stuff to block you from getting places.
And I feel like that's what a lot of people now that are rapping, they are looking at the money aspect and not looking at, oh, bitch, you signed a certain deal or you signed a certain line, that's you, they own you for the rest of your life. And I feel like that's what a lot of rappers don't understand now. They're so quick to sign a deal because they're independent. They're so quick
They sell their soul.
They sell their soul for that money, and it's not that every dollar is not worth it.
And it's not even dollars. Sometimes you sign your soul for fucking pennies.
Pennies, literally.
Right.
Literally.
So, and like the people that's watching, they rich. They got all this money. And them bitches broke. I done been around a lot of people that I watched on TV and it ain't really what the fuck it's giving.
It's not.
And you would be looking like, what the fuck? Like, I thought you had this and this and this, and bitch, you sleeping on this couch.
Yeah.
It's smoke and mirrors.
And let me tell you, for me, I came to that conclusion so crazy earlier this year because I was just like, when I started my job that I work at now, and it's just like, oh, now I see like a lot of people that I looked up to, they're kind of working the jobs that I'm working. So it's like you out here in designer this, designer that, but you working at this designer store. You're not posting about it. You're not saying that you work there. I don't mind saying I work at Balenciaga because baby, I feel like that's a
but
big deal.
Everybody want to make it seem as if they don't have a job. They just got it like that, and they fucking living.
They living, and it's like, no, y'all either working, y'all working luxury retail, y'all scamming, you doing something. Okay, you're doing fraud. Pretty much put it out there in the motherfucking books. Boom, you're doing the fraud. I know when you were a rapper, like you used to come at a lot of other rappers like at their throats and their necks. Like, why?
I wouldn't say that unless they push me. So I'm one of them people. I'm heavily influenced by the 90s and early 2000s aspect of hip hop. So that's how I roll with it. They got some artists, I'm not even gonna say underground artists, it's mainstream artists in general, who they play the riddle game. Oh, who they talking about? Oh, I wonder who this about. Fuck all that. Right. You gonna know who I'm talking about. I'm not scared to say names. I'm not scared to do anything. Because if it come down to if you see me, handle your business, if that's how you fucking feel.
Right.
But if I feel like some shit is fucked up, or I'm saying some shit that I don't fucking fuck with, I'm gonna say something. But everybody not built that way. It's like, I just don't care. Yeah.
Because when you had came out with that diss track and you had named all the rappers in that year, God. I was like, okay, well, yeah, like y'all girls, and everybody started getting some of the girls got in the stew and they did their thing, they sent some shots back, but some of the girls didn't really. And I think that's what music lacks now, even with the Nicki Minaj things. It's just like, this lady has been throwing shots at y'all for years. Like, regardless if she put a name on it or not, y'all know who the fuck she's talking about. I want everybody to get in the studio and rap. Like, I want rap to be how it was when I was growing up. Like,
it's exciting.
It's exciting. Yeah. Before it became, oh well, you're crazy, you're delusional. You just want to come at everybody. You want to know, like, that's rap. Yeah,
you want to cloud chase.
That's rap. Rap. You are supposed to send the shot, and bitch, if the shot hit you and you feel like it's about you, you bust back.
But it's like these days, and like with gay rap, it's just I can speak on gay rap because that's what I was a part of.
Definitely.
So in gay rap, we all are inspired by particular females. It don't matter how masculine you are, how feminine you are, how in between. Right. Every gay rapper has a one female that they're inspired by and live through.
Right.
And so I feel like with some of them, it's like I didn't see gay rappers go at each other, but it's always subliminal. I'm like, why don't they just say who they talking about? But it's like, oh, I'm not going to give this person no attention, so I'm not going to say their name. Or you just want to clout chase. Bitch, first of all, half of y'all ain't even got no clout to chase off of. So it's like, it just would kill me. So when I did I saw, it was like everybody was getting along. I'm like, this is not what's up. This shit is boring. So I went on Instagram, like, okay, all y'all kumbaya. Y'all don't, I never see y'all say names or anything. So some of them felt the way. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna diss all you bitches. And so that's really what it is. And I said everybody's name I wanted to diss. Some people I just threw in there just because I wanted them to do something. And that's really what it was. Some people responded. Buzz Gutter responded. I have respect for that. We went at each other's neck twice. And I even hit him up. I was like, I respect you for doing that. I don't give a fuck what you say about it. You can say whatever you want to say. I'm not going to get mad.
Right.
Because that's really what it's about. bitch, when you come at my whole fucking neck. Like, try to take me out.
Right.
Because I'm going to do that to you.
Right, and I feel like that's rap, that's music, that's what it should be like.
Right.
I think you had hit Rico with a K in that song too, did you?
I did.
Did Rico respond?
He did.
I think Rico did respond, yeah. Rico did respond though. Like, and I but where are you at now with the current people that you've, hit up in your rap career? Like, are you cool with some of them still?
I'm cool with Bugs. Rico, I've always been cool with him. I just dissed him because I'm like, he always want to be everybody's friend. Let me just diss his ass.
Rico, with the K, period.
I always want to be people's friend. I'm like, everybody's not your fucking friend. And so, that's why I just threw him in there. I'm cool with Carl, K-Star.
Yes, shout out to Carl.
To this day, I don't get along with Goddess Mikey. Don't have nothing for that person. Osef Parks, I don't have nothing for that person. There's a few of them, but majority of the people I'm still cool with them. But a few other ones, I don't give a fuck about them.
Oh, period. Y'all see what it's giving up here on the couch with Doodie Gabor. Period. He don't give a fuck. So outside of rapping, like, and of course, like, you did the Come Up Miami.
I did.
So from retiring rap to reality TV, like, you were the Come Up Miami, like, and I remember in a past interview, if I'm speaking right, I feel like I heard you say you wouldn't do gay reality TV, or if you did, I feel like you said you would do Chasing Reality because the other shows weren't really worth it. So what made you decide to do the Come Up?
So I did the Come Up because I'm in Miami. And so I saw Karan post about it. And so I'm thinking to myself, well, there's nothing else out here. I can't. Well, Chasing is like, they already filming or airing. I'm like, let me just do this one. There's some stuff I want to promote. And I never did no show. Well, I had one reality TV experience. The show, you remember when Tiny and Shekinah was doing the...
Yeah.
I was a part of that. I had got on that one. And... that obviously didn't come out. I don't know why. But I fucked somebody up on there. And I was like, you know what? This like my nerves too bad. I was like, I done beat somebody's ass. And so, and I wish we had our phones took, so look, there wasn't no footage. I'm like, oh my God. I fucked him up.
Oh God.
It was like a fucking crew versus crew type of thing.
Gotcha.
And so, I did the Come Up. I'm like, you know what? This may be good. I'm gonna just try this out. And so I'm like, if you're not on Chasing, the next thing you will go to is Gemini Films. So I was like, I'll do them. And so I had hit up Karan. He was like, okay, yeah, I'm fucking with it. So I'm like, cool. I got on there. I didn't know nobody, but I knew of one person because we had a history amongst the music.
Right.
So a lot of the people, I feel like it was nothing there because for one, no one knew each other personally. So it was like it was a fresh cast besides the season 1 people who did come back.
Right.
And I feel like it was just some fuck shit because I did film a lot. Like I did studio scenes, I did the Pride performance. I did a couple photo shoots, a music video. But the only thing that got shown was one photo shoot. That was like episode 1. I had the red spikes and everything. And after that, I didn't see shit else. I just saw me antagonizing everybody. But I had and I did that because I had quit. That's what a lot of people don't know. We started in September. I quit like the first 2 weeks of October. I was already out.
You already out.
I was like, yeah, I quit. And so I would say December, they were supposed to be finished, but it was still going on. And so I think January hit, I was doing stuff for my magazine. I was trying to interview people who owned like production companies. So I did Ondario, KL, and I was like, okay, I got to see Karan. So he was like, yeah, I'll do it. I interviewed him. And then we had talked about the show. So I agreed to go back. I'm like, let me go save this shit because they boring. So
not you're saving the kids on the show.
And so when I went back,
I love that.
I pretty much started shit. I did
as you should have.
I started shit every time I came in the scene. It got to the point to where they wouldn't even do nothing until I walked in the door. because they didn't. It's like y'all really gonna wait on me to start with all you bitches. So I just went at everybody neck that I could go at.
As you should.
I knew nobody was gonna fight me.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I did not like. I'm like, bro, if somebody was
give me something.
The way I'll talk to you bitches, if somebody talk to me that way, they not getting far.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like with them, it was just like nothing. So I felt like I'm just gonna get on y'all nerves. I'm gonna troll y'all, and you could argue back with me. I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
That's what some of them chose to do. Some people chose not to. They want to be above everything. It's so unbothered.
Yeah.
That's one thing I hate about reality TV. These people copy so many reality stars. It's a shame. It's like when somebody come at your neck, oh, I'm not going to reply because they're bothered. Oh, you're looking for a moment. I am looking for a moment. I'm looking for all the moments because clearly y'all can't give one.
Oh.
So I'm going to look for every moment I can get because y'all not giving it. I came back because y'all can't give a moment. Y'all don't even have a moment to fucking give. So I did what I did. I started shit. I told all of them. Well, one thing you could say, for anybody who did watch the show, everything I said in the green screen, I said this to all of their face.
As you should.
I'm not one of the people who smile in your face, pretend to be cool with you, and then in the green screen, I'm dogging you out. Everything I said in the green screen, I said it to them bitches' face 10 times worse. So, okay, none of them say he was fake. I told y'all exactly how I felt about y'all every chance I got around y'all.
Yeah.
Now, what y'all did, some people chose to get mad or get in their feelings and get all butthurt about it. I don't give a fuck. Got in the green screen and wanted to talk shit, but when they was in a scene, they was on mute.
Quiet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you think
It's
they
normally
could
like that.
ability to speak. But yeah, that's what that was. But I wouldn't have. I think I did an interview with TTB and I told them if I had the chance to pick, I would have picked Chase and Reality because I knew a lot of them personally.
Right.
Like Dominique, Oliver. I've seen Kendra a couple times. I know Chance. Well,
Yeah.
I said Chance. Jesus Christ. What is that boy named Cameron?
Cameron.
I know Cameron.
I was like, and look, I'm over here saying, bitch, knowing I don't know nobody named motherfucking Chance.
I knew Cameron and a few other people. So it's like I knew a lot of people personally, not even through passing. I've hung out with them. I got to know them. And so I was like, I would have went there because I know them. So it's like I wouldn't have to antagonize nobody.
Right.
Everything would have felt genuine.
Yeah,
and
it would just fell through how it was supposed to. Right.
How it was going to go. It didn't go that way on the come up. And clearly no reunion was had because I didn't choose to go.
So about that, because did they show the full season? I don't think they showed the full
They
season.
did.
They did, but they didn't have a reunion.
Because
That's why they didn't have
I
a
didn't
room. So it was because you didn't go. That's why the reunion didn't go for.
I chose not to go.
So you got that kind of pull. Like
Clearly I do.
You're the end all be all.
Because if you look at it, I'm not even gonna say that. Because Karan is smart. In my opinion, I think Karan is very smart. If anybody knew, anybody who watching could see that cast wasn't what it could have been. And so if you have one person who was the butt of all the fucking drama, like every fucking scene, this one person is starting with everybody. So if this one person don't show up, what the fuck are we gonna talk about?
Right.
Because all the drama surrounds him. And I kind of knew that. And so when I did the interview with TTB and it got crashed by another cast member, I told that bitch that's just why, since you want to do this, I ain't coming to that reunion.
Period.
And that's what I chose to do, and that's why a reunion was not had.
That sucks for them. Well, so would you do another platform? Like, would you, although you've been on Gemini Films, would you go to Chasing if Chasing was Miami, or if you did come back to Atlanta?
I definitely would do. I wouldn't turn Chasing down at all.
Oh, period.
Because one, I know people, and then two, I feel like it would be a good platform to get a lot of things shown. I feel like once you show stuff on there, it kind of moves.
Right.
Not saying it didn't do that for Gemini Films. I just feel like the cast could have been better.
Yeah.
That was my only problem with them is that cast. But I would do Chasing 100%.
Definitely. You're hearing.
I should have been on Chasing Atlanta. I should have been on.
Yeah, definitely. Like you should have. You should have. But you're hearing it here first. I don't know if I want to go back to another season of Chasing Atlanta.
Why not?
I love Chasing Reality. I love Daria. I want to do other things with the brand, but as far as being a part of the cast, I'm still on the fence because I feel like this season 3, I was laid back, shy. Season 4, I came out, pushed the bar. Season 5, I did my work. I showed who I was. I gave you everything that I feel like I could give. And leaving that reunion, I feel like I end up, regardless of what everybody's seeing on the screen and what happened, we did all kind of makeup. So it's just like, I'm good with being in that space with those girls and just being able to like go forth with living my life and then still seeing them in passing. Like being a friend of the show is what's in my mind right now versus being a main cast member. And Dario, I love you. And Dario knows that there's something else I want to do with the Chasing Reality brand. That's something that I want to really give my all to.
I have a question about Chasing Reality. So, I have a few questions, actually.
Well, before we get into those questions, we're going to take a quick break really quick.
Okay, cool.
And then I'm going to let you ask me those questions. Give us one quick second, and we're going to come right back. Y'all already know what it is. We're right here on the couch with Doodie Gabor on Talk Live Motherfucking Tuesdays with Tag. We'll be right back. All right, y'all. Welcome back to Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Tag did it, and we are right here on the couch, still with Doodie Gabor. Doodie had some questions for me, and I like that because I get to ask a few questions. I like being interviewed sometimes, so I'm gonna let him give, do his little 1-2 real quick, and then we're gonna get back into all about him. What's the tea? What you got to ask me?
So, speaking of Chasing Reality, do you feel when people get on this show, and let's say we didn't know them at 1st, just speaking in general, and they get on the show, they do a season, their head go from this to this. What's your opinion on that?
They do. I feel like a lot of people have hit this show and feel like they are, once they get to a certain level or they do something once, they feel like they're at a certain point and they don't have to like acknowledge you or feel like they are up here. And I still feel like if we're on the same platform, we neck and neck. I don't care what you do, where you at in your life, whatever case may be, because if you was bigger or better than me, you wouldn't be on this platform. Exactly. So I definitely feel like people get on this show, even people who are not on the show anymore, still try to act like they're just that girl. And it's like, girl, you're not really that girl. We are on season 5 and you are on like season 2 or 1. And it's just like, we're not doing the same numbers we were doing back then. We are those girls. So you're currently not that girl. But yeah, no, I definitely feel that way. And I hate that it gets like that. And what I will say, on season 4, I did kind of let it go to my head, like, oh, bitch, I'm on TV, bitch, I'm on Chasing Reality, like, bitches see me out, they know me, whatever case may have you. But when I got on season 5, I humbled myself because it's like, bitch, you really technically wasn't coming back after season 3. Like, a lot of people don't know in Dario, I got fired after the thing that happened at the reunion. So it was just like, when Dario gave me that second chance back, it was like I had the big head season 4, like, yeah, bitch, I got fired, and then bitch, he still let me come back, da-da-da-da. Then on season 5, it was like, okay, I'm back. I necessarily wasn't gonna have this opportunity again, so let me actually put forth the effort and put in the work to show people like, bitch, I'm not, and actually really showing Dario as well that I'm not taking this opportunity for granted.
Okay, one more question. So, I noticed like with reality TV, this is my personal opinion. I'm kind of like the personality who will be one and done. How do you feel about people who could do one season, and then you see them come back again, then they come back again, then they come back again? It's like, okay, bitch, when you getting off? Because like we tired of seeing you.
So I think it depends on your storyline. It depends on what you have going on. Because like for me, I feel like being that everything. The reason I feel like I wouldn't necessarily want to be a main cast member next season would be because of all the things that I've done. And then when I got to this season, I feel like next season there won't be a story. Like, unless like bitches get into it and we start doing whatever next season, there's not a storyline for me. Honestly, unless I just am doing something more than what I'm doing now. Like, yeah, I can show Talk Live Tuesdays, yeah, I can do whatever case may have you, but it's just like, I don't really have an issue with anyone. Right. I don't really hang out with anyone outside the show except for, my girls. I don't really, really interact with a lot of people. Yeah, we speak, yeah, we talk, we may text, whatever case may have you, but it's only a few people that you really see me out with. So it's like, I don't really necessarily think that, I'm kind of like in an Ike mode. Like, okay, like I kind of want to do something else. Like, bitch, he did chase in Atlanta, and not saying Ike won't go back because he probably will. But I feel like, bitch, something next for me is what I want it to be big. Now, if Dario hit me and said, bitch, I really want you to come back. I love you on the show, and bitch, we X, Y, and Z this season. Yeah, girl, I'm in there. But like I said, it's not that I don't want to leave the brand. I just want to do something else with the brand. But I do feel like after a certain amount of seasons, if you feel like you did what you're supposed to do, made your mark, I feel like at some point it's time for you to go forth. Like, even with Candy just signed on. They said for season 15 she's the longest running Atlanta housewife. Like, Candy does have a storyline, but it's like, okay, Candy, like, girl, we know what you do. We know you the richest bitch on the fucking show, bitch. You don't even need this motherfucking check from. You don't even need this check from Bravo. So it's just like, at this point, you're just doing it because it's work. And Candy's a workaholic. But I feel like, does Candy need to go back on the show? No, definitely not.
So who do you feel need to be off chasing reality? Who would you not want to see come back?
And I got to keep my answer the same, because after last season, everybody on this season, regardless of the back and forth or whatever happened, I feel like everybody deserves to come back. Now, if we're talking longevity and who probably should leave and who probably should stay, as far as being on the cast for so long, Cameron's gone. So the Cameron's last season was this season. I mean, me, Oliver, and Kendra technically are the only ones on there that have still been from season 3. So, I mean, we could definitely do another season. But I feel like if it was left up to me, we all could do something else. We all could just do something else on the platform, which I don't know what everybody else has in the works. I feel like a lot of bitches are hiding their hands right now, because I feel like the 3 girls, I feel like me, Oliver, and Kendra, I'm not saying I know that we have something in the works with the brand, but I do feel like us 3 are trying to do something else outside of the show with Chasing Atlanta.
I'm glad you started this, because I would hate for you to have been on there for so many seasons and you didn't start anything or get anything out of it. Right. So I'm glad that you did this, because whether you're on next season or not, everybody knows this.
Definitely.
They know you have this.
I appreciate that.
And some people waste their time. It's like, okay, bitch, you done had about 3, 4, 5 seasons and you haven't done anything. So when they finally get your ass the boot, you're gonna feel like, fuck, I didn't do shit.
And no shade, I love Travis, but Travis, I feel like that's what happened with Travis on season 4. Like, he was kind of on another show and he was focused on that show, and then he was trying to be on our show and still give a little something, but he didn't give enough, so then he ended up not coming back season 5. And do I think Travis would have been a great addition to this cast season 5? Yes, but you didn't show, enough for season 4. But you never know. You may see Travis again. You never know. I'm not spilling on tea, but but any more questions for me, Mr. Doodie?
No, that was it.
No, okay. So we gonna go into our next subject, and of course, I want to talk about Hoochie Papa. Okay. Because, baby, let me tell y'all, when you and Dominique dropped the pictures on Instagram with you and Neat originally, I was like, okay, they got their cakes out, they got the prints out, they doing a little one too, and then you came out with the Barbie doll thing with Thursday and with Rashad and all those, like I forgot who the other guy was, but either way you did that shoot, and I was like, okay, like really, I feel like everything and just I'll talk real quick. I feel like everything that you've put out has been quality. Like, I feel like when I see it, it grasps my attention. It makes me want to look into it. It doesn't make me want to just steer away from, like, oh, this is something he just started. He just doing this for the time that I'm like, no. I feel like everything you put out was quality. Yeah. So, what made you want to, start a sexy little lingerie line for the boys?
So, 2020, I put an EP out, Doodie, Gabor, and I had a song called Hoochie Papa. And so, my boyfriend came to me. He was like, I think it was like, this was last year. He was like, you should do an underwear line. What did you call it, Hoochie Papa? And I was like,
I heard that he got a boyfriend.
I was not with it at first. I was like, I'm not with no fucking underwear. So we kept talking about it. I was like, okay, this sounds like it could be a good idea. And so we did it. I got Dominique for it. And so I love Dominique. One thing about him, Dominique, he is like, you know how they say about Candy, how she always supports all her, that's Dominique. Yes. He come through. Yeah. Whenever definitely. I need him, if something fall through, I'm like, okay, I need to find somebody who can really come through for me. He coming.
He will.
And so he came through for me. And did the whole fucking. That was a good experience. It was just so good. And so when that came out, I was happy about it. It was my first time experiencing that field because I was so used to just music. I'm like, when you're so used to one thing, you be scared to hop into other stuff,
right?
Because you're not known for that,
right?
And you don't know how people gonna take it,
right?
But it did good, and so I know a lot of people may think I haven't been consistent, but it's like so much shit going on with me doing my magazine. And then underwear, and then like other stuff.
Right.
Like so, you got sometimes you get
you be too wrapped up and you be busy. Yeah.
One thing at a time. Let me get this version. I'll come back to this.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of like what's going on.
Okay. And like, what made you choose Neek as your like model for like your grand drop? Like, why Neek?
Dominique is hot. Anybody who say he not, they fucking lie.
I would give you that. He
got the body.
He got the body. Yeah, he got the body.
I was like, I need somebody who got the fucking body because I done got some fucking pounds. So, I ain't had it on me at that point. I was like, let me find somebody so I can distract their ass from me. And so I asked him. He was like, I'm with it. I'm coming. And that I didn't have to remind him. I didn't have to hit him up constantly. Yeah. The one that they came, I flew out here. He was there. Yeah. Like as soon as I said, "Okay, I'm here." Oh, I'm 5 minutes away.
Neek would literally. Me and Neek did that photo shoot with the makeup for Pride, and literally Neek was like at my house, like, "Bitch, oh, I'm outside or I'm on the way." Da da da. Like he literally made sure that. Like one thing about Neek, he does not feel. He don't. If he say he gonna do something and he gonna be there with you, he's going to be there. Like he does not.
And he do it literally out of genuine love for the person.
Yes, he does.
Like nothing else matters.
Yeah. Shout out to Dominique. Shout out to Nene.
Dominique a real one.
He's a real one, definitely. That's why that's my frat. So, would you plan on doing anything like for ladies in the future, or is this gonna be for the hoochie poppers?
I do plan to do more for guys and some for women as well.
Okay.
So yeah,
do you know when the next line may come out?
It's still in the works.
It's still in the works.
Yeah. So like with that, I think a lot of people also don't know when you dealing with this type of stuff, you got to go through all these different people.
Definitely.
And then sometimes one person don't work out, you got to go to the next person. That person may not work out. It's like some people be so full of shit.
Always like.
And it's like I would hate to be. Sometimes I'll be the person on the outside looking at it like, damn, they ain't doing shit. But then it's like once you finally tap into certain stuff, you're like, fuck. Now I see why some of these people be stalling because some people like these people don't be professional.
Yeah.
They don't be about what they say.
Especially in Atlanta.
Exactly. And like you have to go from person to person to person till you find that right one. So in my opinion, I don't care how long it takes because I'm not going to rush anything. Right. So when it comes out, it's going to come out when it was supposed to come out.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. So as right now, it's like I done ran through so many fucking ducks.
Yeah. Ducks. Quack.
Right.
Literally.
Like,
flat.
too many fucking ducks. So it's like finally now stuff is getting into the work, so it'll be out soon.
Okay, well we're looking forward to that because I definitely need to get me a pair because I'm trying to. He like when I have on little thongs and stuff, so I'm trying to put on a little 1-2-1-2 and be a little cute. But outside of that, now of course something you have spoke on the whole time that we've been talking is your magazine, and. The magazine is called Gabor Magazine. Yeah. You have been killing it. I've been loving the photo shoots, the features, everything that you've done. Like I said, it has grasped my eye. It has made me, want to tap in. And so, like, first of all, Gabor, like, where did the name Gabor come from?
A lot of people say that. Okay, so I'm a huge old Hollywood fan. I have books, all kind of stuff about the 1920s through 60s and shit. So one of my favorite celebrity in general is Zsa Zsa Gabor. And so I was like, I love that name. And like her and her sisters, it was pretty much what the Kardashians, if they were in the 40s and 50s and stuff, that's what they were.
Got you.
And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna take that last name. And so I just took it. And so I'm going to slap this bitch on everything.
As you should. Period.
That's how that came about.
And I feel like once you get bigger and it goes, because it's going to get big, because like I said, the work and the quality is there.
Thank you.
I feel like just trademark that shit to be like, look, how much I got to give y'all to use this name? Because it can get there. I feel like it'll get there.
It definitely will.
So, after rapping, after TV, after, a clothing line as far as like lingerie? Like, what made you say, okay, I'm about to start a magazine? Because you literally went from outside of the TV, the reality TV, and outside of your lingerie line, you went really pretty much from rapper to magazine owner. Like, what made you want to do a magazine?
So when I was doing music heavy, it was one spread that I saw, Paper Magazine, 2018. They did it was like a female rap spread. All the new girls from the new era. It was like 10, 12 of them. And I was like, damn, this would look so fire. They did like underground gay rappers or gay rappers. But at that time, it wasn't really many.
Right.
And so I'm like, they never show gay rappers or gay artists no type of attention.
Yeah.
And I always wanted, I'm like, damn, I wish they had a fucking gay magazine or a LGBT awards or whatever.
Right.
And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start the magazine. I always whine and complain about they not giving us no attention. So how about I start it and I give everybody the attention?
I love that.
And so that's what that was. So it pretty much caters to the underground world. And I felt like that was so reasonable to do because a lot of these independent gay artists, they put their money out. That shit costs so much money.
A lot.
You go fucking broke. And they go so hard to do what they want to do and like to get their stuff out. So I'm like, okay, if I put this, they give them something to look forward to.
Right.
They want to be in it.
Yeah.
No one has been in a magazine. They want that.
Yeah.
It's press. And that's why I decided to do that. And so with that, I'm like, okay, I get to cover people, I get to interview people, I get to put other things in there. And then I was like, okay, I need something else to add that, let's say a person who don't even fucking like magazines, they're like, what's in this bitch that I could fucking look at? So I was like, okay, eye candy. Let me get the finest gay boys and make them take pictures in underwear or half naked, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to slap them in there. And that goes for that. Dominique was the person last issue. And so it all just came together, and that's how I don't know. I'm one of the people to where I was like, I won't touch every part of the entertainment industry. So I can say I did all of this shit.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. Next year, the Gabor Magazine Underground Hip Hop Awards will be in Atlanta.
Period. And if you need a host, you already know where to motherfucking go. Period. You know where to go. So, like, what is your end goal for this magazine? Like, where do you want it to reach? Where do you want it to go?
I wanted to reach the same vibe that Vogue, Cosmopolitan, The Source vibe. Yeah. I want it to be on those levels because, of course, I'm not scared to say this. Social media killed what the industry used to be. Yes. Factors of it. Like, I used to love listening to the radio. I used to love the magazines, reading the artist interviews. Because that was our social media. Yeah. And now it's like with social media here, and it's Instagram and it's Twitter and all magazines are gone.
Yeah.
No one is going on media takeout and stuff to find out what the fuck is going on. All that shit is dead.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I just wanted to get back to that time because that's the times I like. I'm not really a fan of what the fuck is going on right now. And if I had it my way, social media would have never came about.
Like, and no, like for real though, and it's so crazy that you said that because literally like a few days ago, I was telling one of my friends, I was like, the times we are in now, I like, and we're not even old, but it's like to make it sound like it's like I miss the old days. Like when I was like 15, 16, I miss those days because like when you got to your grandma's house or something like that, you had a newspaper sitting there. You can look at, look who was on the front page of the paper today, or look who in the paper. Like you were able to do that kind of stuff. It was exciting. Like when you got home or whatever the case may have, you look forward to getting home 106 and Park. You look
all of that.
You look forward to that.
Go. Even like I was telling somebody, they were trying to get like their business going. I was like, you know what, you should get like posters or like business cards and slap them on people's windows, the car windows.
Hello.
It's like that's not hot no more. Nobody do that. I'm like social media.
Exactly. Like it's
like you could. I wish I was an artist back then. I would have had my posters all on the fucking streets of Atlanta, fucking calendars, business cards everywhere. I'm like, this is like boring. There's not really much you could do.
Bitches are gonna have to go back to doing that because the algorithm on social media is so fucked up now. Bitches don't even see your shit, and then they shadow ban the fuck out of you. And then on top of that, on top of everything else, like you will see, and this is no shade, but you'll see a white girl post be doing 50 million. Like for instance, Kylie got like 100 some, however many millions of followers she got. She can post a picture 10 million likes, 20 million likes. Nicki Minaj has 200 million people on Instagram.
Black people.
Yeah, and then she posts whatever, and you get 1 million likes. So it's just like it's fucked up how social media works against us as well. So it's like we gonna have to start back getting out here in these streets and getting, doing the footwork.
It's fucking hard. Like Instagram used to be my go-to, and then like the top of this year, I know I went from like I always would get like 1,000 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then that bitch started going to like 50 after 24 hours. 22 after 24. I'm like, what the fuck?
Literally, what the fuck is going on?
Like, I know it ain't me. Ain't no way in the fucking world. Yesterday I got this much, and not all these months later. I'm just.
And it's like when you post a picture of you yourself, like individually, you get thousands and thousands of likes. But I can post like, oh well, I got this interview coming tomorrow, and the video be like 200 views versus a video I post as a reel be like got like 4,000, 5,000, 10,000.
TikTok and shit.
And they want you to pay. And one thing about Instagram, they want you to pay now. They want you to pay.
Yeah, you got to boost that.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not doing none of that.
Whatever I post, that bitch get 5, 10, 13. That's what's
okay,
going
but somebody will see it, somebody will share it, and they'll see it eventually.
That's how I look at it. Like, y'all
Period.
got money. Fuck y'all.
So what would you like? Who would you like to work with in like some upcoming issues, or like what features would you like to do? Like soon?
So, I would like 7 is one of them.
Into my role.
I had planned to get. I was supposed to have my first big cover recently, but that kind of fell through because the person had a debt. The father died, and I'm like, okay, I understand that. Yeah. I can't even be fucking mad.
Right.
And so that kind of scraped that. But like, I hope, like, I want to get 7 on there. Some other like semi-known artists. But I want to keep it in the underground world. Yeah. Because I feel like some people always tell me, oh, you need to get these big people. Like, these underground artists, they ain't got shit. Nobody care about them. But it's like, I care about them.
Right.
I don't care who feel like, oh, they not worthy of being on this cover, or they haven't done enough. This is made for them.
Right.
It's easy to put Lil Nas and all the rest of them on the cover because everybody knows them.
Right.
But when you hear people that say, for example, Rico, I had put him in, he was in one of the issues. Let's say you put Rico on the cover compared to Lil Nas. Of course, the Lil Nas cover is going to sell 30 times more than the Rico with a K cover would sell. But it's like the Rico with a K cover will mean more to me because this is an underground artist that's doing his best to get to where he got to go.
Right.
So he deserves to be on this cover. But it's like some people don't see that, some people do. But the people who don't see it, fuck y'all. This one made for y'all to see. This is made for strictly the underground gay world. Yeah. Because we know these people. Yeah. We pay attention to these people. Yeah. We know what they doing. Y'all too busy with y'all facing somewhere else. Y'all don't know what the fuck going on in this world. So I feel like the underground gay world, we have our own fucking industry.
Yeah. And we have to be the ones that give us a shot because so many people don't want to give us a shot.
Exactly.
And I fuck with that. I'm glad that you really are focusing on people that are, pretty much like us. Like we're trying to make it, we're trying to get there, and it's just I feel like we need people like you. So I fuck with that and I love that.
Thank you.
So on one of my shows, of course, I had Tramel on the show.
Okay.
And Tramel brought up, that y'all were, and I'm pretty well. You seen it because it was on the show. I don't know if you watched it, but anyway, he brought up that there was an R&B issue came out. You had all the R&B boys on the front of the cover, and I don't know if he was like in the shoot or in the cover. Like, is it?
He was inside the issue.
Inside the issue. But being that he is an R&B guy, like, why didn't he make the cover? And I'm not being messy, y'all. I am a little bit, but at the end of the day, I wanted to know because he brought it up. Like, I feel like he wanted to be on the cover. He felt like a lot of people overlook him, and so I just wanted to know, like, what was it about Tramel that he didn't make the cover with the R&B girls?
It was nothing about Tramel where he didn't make the cover. Most of the people that was chosen was pre-planned.
Okay.
And so I never nothing is biased, by the way. So the guys that made it to there was guys that I felt like, damn, you don't get attention ever. You don't get attention ever. You get a little bit, but it's not what it could be.
Right.
And so I feel like with Tramel, you've been on G Status. You've been a lot of people in our community in Atlanta know Tramel already because he's always somewhere.
Yeah.
And so it's like
that's how I met Tramel.
I wouldn't put you. It didn't come in my mind to put him on there because I'm like, I'm gonna give these other dudes this opportunity.
Right.
Now, Ike and Aaron, of course, they was on Chasing Atlanta. It was like those are two people that I felt like y'all been busting y'all ass. So I'm like, of course I'm about to put them on here. Then Vigorous, he gets fucking shitted on Overlook.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And he fucking talented as fuck. That's like I've known him since I was 16. We both from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Devontae Marquise, he's somebody that's talented as hell, can sing his whole fucking face off.
Right.
But the gay community overlooks him.
Right.
The straight community, they streams his music. So I'm like, okay, this may get a good chance for him to be seen by them.
Right.
And then who else did I have on there? It was Aaron, Ike, Vigorous. Poet, another person who gets overlooked.
Right.
So that's really what it's about. It was nothing against Tramel at all. But I feel like he has had his fair share of attention that a lot of them have not had.
Yeah.
So that's really what that was.
I agree, because I feel like Ike, especially Ike, I feel like Ike is not really someone that is really given a lot. Like Ike is very talented, and I love Ike. And Ike is one of my favorites.
I just need him to go by his singing name.
Yeah.
Because
Array.
I told him, I'm like, why is your name Array? But on all these shows, they call you Ike. That's so confusing.
Hey, but it's crazy because I don't know why I just cannot call Ike Array. I don't know why Ike is just
like
so.
If you came on from the get-go saying his name is Array, it would have been different. So I'm like, now what you gonna do if somebody get you to perform and they say, here's Array? They were like, bitch, that's Ike.
Okay, bitch, that's Ike, motherfucker. Turn the spirit.
I'm like, these people don't even know your singing name.
No, I definitely agree. But I love Ike. Ike is one of my favorite singers. Of course, Ike is the guy who's on the music on my show as my intro. So shout out to motherfucker Ike. We gonna get you on Talk Loud Tuesday very soon.
Bobby, I love you, purr.
Bobby, I love you, purr. Yeah, shout out to Ike. Ike is on motherfucking Zeus tracks. Shout out to motherfucking tracks. So we gonna take a quick break, really quick. We're on the couch with Doodie Gabor. We about to get into the hot seat next, y'all. So y'all know y'all finna gag because I got 5 little questions that's gonna make y'all choke. Okay, y'all. We'll be right back. Talk Loud Tuesdays with Tag. Y'all already know what it is. Boom. All right, y'all. Welcome back to Talk Loud Tuesdays with Tag. Now, baby, we're about to get into the hot seat real quick with Doodie Gabor. I haven't done a hot seat in a minute besides last week, and I feel like last week I could have went a little harder. Miami girl, we're going to get you back on the show. But right now, I could be a little ratchet with Mr. Doodie Gabor. So we are about to get into the hot seat. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of time to answer the questions, but really 10, 15, 30 seconds at the most.
Right.
Okay, you ready? So you got a song called Stop on My Ass. Are you a top or a bottom?
I'm a top.
At the top, do you like your ass ate?
Yes, I do.
Do you feel like that demasculates you?
Fuck no.
Oh, I love. Okay, period. So somebody DM me this question and I'm going to ask it. Is the ass real or is it fake?
It's real.
Oh, is it? So it's
always had this.
It's New Orleans homegrown, period. Okay, so on the Come On Miami, you had a beef. Was your beef with Jamal real or staged?
It was real.
It was real. Okay. Because the girl was like, it could be. If you did Chasing Atlanta, who would be your favorite and who you feel like you beef with?
My favorite would be, I would say Dominique would be my favorite. Who would I beef with? It would probably. Oh my God, Chasing Atlanta got them bitches.
They do. They are bitches.
You never know.
No shade, y'all.
You never know what the fuck gonna go with them bitches. They turn like the fucking light. I would say it probably would be
in season 5. What did you?
From season 5?
Yeah, season 5.
From season 5. Okay, it would probably be Rico Cassadine.
Cassadine, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Cassadine, girl, you know I love you, that girl. Why? Why do you feel like you would be Cassadine?
We used to be friends. That used to be a very good friend of mine. I love that bitch.
Oh, that would have been a good storyline.
We just had like some disagreements where I broke apart. So I feel like if I had came on that show, that of course it would have came back up, and then it would have been what it was, or whatever the fuck it was gonna be.
Yeah.
So I feel like that probably would have been the person I would have had the issue with, because that's who I had a friendship with that kind of broke apart. So that's kind of why.
Oh, period. Shout out to Rico Castellano though, because Rico is using our mix from Chasing the Beat in a lot of his shows now, and that makes me a rapper now. Period. So my last question is: so do you prefer sex or do you prefer cuddling, or like are you a romantic person, or is it all about beating the walls and where you Mr. Top?
First, I'm not really a sex type. I like oral sex better than intercourse. I don't really have to even have intercourse. I don't care about that shit.
I almost spilled my tea. I had to catch myself. I almost spilled my tea.
I would say oral sex and cuddling. That would be better. I don't really.
I like a little oral
I
sex.
can go a whole year without intercourse. I don't fucking care about that. That's like a every blue moon type of thing.
Boyfriend, if you out there and you only getting sex every couple months, rape him. Take it from him. Because, I don't support rape. I don't support rape. But your man, you take it from him, girl. Period.
We the same way. Like, we don't, like, we do it. But it's like, it's not a necessity. Like, it has to be done, like, crazy.
Yeah, it don't have to be done crazy. Because, I mean, if you do it right, then sometimes you might have to just take a break because, you can't get back there right in. But, if, at least maybe... I'm gonna say maybe twice a week, 3 times a week. I've been in relationships where I did it almost every day, and that was my fucking problem. And girl, Doodie, no, not you. I'm fucking screaming. Okay. I got a lot of them, but baby, I was a college boy at the time, and we used to be together every day. And he was like, if I'm a nympho, he turned me in. He had turned me into that at the time because I feel like he wanted to hunch every day, and I was down to do it.
Right, you was giving it up.
Yeah, I was giving it up. So it was like, whatever it is, what it is. Period. I can't worry about it. That's the best. Can't worry about it.
Why not?
I would not do porn. No, I would not do porn only because I feel like with the name that I'm trying to build, I feel like that would kind of like...
You would throw all this in the trash.
Yeah, like I thought all this would be gone. Like now, would I do like an OnlyFans with my feet, doing some feet stuff? Like, yeah, probably. Like, probably I would do some stuff with my feet. But other than that, no, because girl, I would hate for someone to see me at Balenciaga and be like, oh, I seen you on Twitter doing that. Like, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't want that at all. Like, I don't want that at all. So no, I would not. Oh my God, that is so funny. I would not do porn. No,
so not do porn. Which one of your cast members of Chasing Atlanta season 5, if you had to fuck one of them, excluding Dominique and Rico with a K, who would it be?
Babe, do not. Well, girl, I don't want nobody else with you. Oh wow. Well. That's so crazy that you took Dominique and Rico with a K away because I would have said Neat because...
Well, you can't say
I can't say Neat.
Sure
I would have said Neat. Outside of Neat. Ooh, this on Gator Girls. I would say Willa.
Oh fuck! I was not expecting.
And I never had a trans experience with a trans woman or a trans man, but I would say Willa because Willa, as my friend, Willa is a freaky girl and I'm a freaky boy, so I feel like Willa would be down with anything. And just me knowing Willa personally and knowing Willa's experience, girl, me and Willa have a fucking ball.
Okay, so let's play one little quick game.
No, he's coming up with his own show. I love it.
Fuck, marry, kill. Wayne the Pain, Rico Cassadine, and Oliver Twix. Who would you fuck?
And see, I already know. I already know out of this equation who I would fuck because. And no, we have girl. It's the camera guy leaning in. Only reason I'm gonna say this because Oliver always like playing with me and always touch on my booty or like Oliver would get behind me and do like this and be playing, and I get behind Oliver and do the same thing. So I would say I would fuck Oliver. I would marry. And it's so sad, y'all, because knowing them now, they're both so fucking sweet, but.
It's giving perk 30.
It is giving perk 30 because I'm gonna marry Wayne the motherfucking Pain. Ah! Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that, y'all. Oh my God. But I'm gonna marry Wayne Payne. I'm gonna kill Rico Cassidy. And I don't have anything against Rico at all. But if that was the lineup, I would definitely fuck Oliver, marry Wayne, and then kill Rico. Oh my God. Oh, I need a shot or something because I have nothing else left, but I'm gonna drink the rest of it because
Oh wow!
My God! Well, we're finna get out the hot seat before he asks me anything
Right.
else. So we're gonna go to the next topic. We gonna quickly get through this, but no. So of course, y'all know I've been doing the topic of the week, and before I start the topic of the week, I want you to define loyalty to me.
Loyalty. Oh my definition.
Like, what's your
of
definition of loyalty?
My definition of loyalty is someone who always have your back, whether you right or wrong. But if you're wrong, they're gonna tell you in private. Don't tell me I'm wrong in front of all these motherfuckers who know don't like me. Because we gonna fall out.
That's my loyalty to Nene.
Loyalty is also not either like someone who has your back first, but someone who wants to like see you win, who wants to motivate you, support you, make sure they can do whatever they can to help you get to where you gotta go, and not even have hatred or jealousy or envy inside of them if they see you get somewhere first before they do. That's loyalty to me.
So, speaking of loyalty, of course, this week in the media, we've seen that India and Lil Durk split. India said, she's a free agent. Lil Durk then posted on his story that pretty much that pussy always mine, like, welcome to death row, bitch. And I was like, oh my God. Like, my dude even ended up sending me that same screenshot. I was like, first of all, niggas are crazy. But, do you think loyalty is a thing anymore being in a relationship, like in this day and age? Or do you feel like, loyalty has gone out the window and this, I'm in this thing, but I'm going to do my thing on the side if necessary, if I'm not getting what I need to get?
That's a good question. I feel I wouldn't even say they had loyalty back in the day because there was no social media or anything. You could fucking cheat, nobody ain't gonna even fucking know. Because bitch, ain't no camera, ain't no phone, ain't no nothing. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Right.
Unless word of mouth got around.
Right.
But I feel like today there could be a lot of loyalty, but the part that social media plays, these memes and all these tweets and this viral stuff, and like you seeing other people's life, and it's like make you feel like, well, damn, this person ain't shit. Like they ain't got what this person giving a person. And so like, I feel like that plays I feel like social media plays the biggest part in loyalty for real, because you could have the best relationship, y'all could be doing y'all thing, and one day you come across one fucking couple or one meme, and it'd be like, I don't want this bitch no more. Yeah. And then you go start experiencing it. And it's like, that's how it go.
And I agree. And I think
it's too much temptation.
Yeah, it's too much temptation. And I feel like a lot of people feel like, that a lot of people be like, oh, social media can break up your relationship, or social media can do whatever it wasn't meant for you to be. But it's like, no, like niggas will see. And I said this today, like on my story, like they posted like Atlanta was like the 9th city in the world that they felt like, was most unloyal people and unfaithful relationships and, divorces and stuff like that, which is not high because I would have thought Atlanta would be higher, but the fact that it's number 9, like, okay, whatever. But I said on my story, I was like, it's not the city, it's the fact that y'all don't know how to really communicate and be with one person. Like, It's not the city, it's y'all. And I feel like that plays a part with social media and all those things, because it's like you see a nigga on Instagram and you can heart out their post, you can do whatever case may have you. That don't mean you want them, but then some people feel like, oh, I heart out on the comment, or I can hop in your DM, and they hop in your DM. And I always say cheating starts with a sneaky conversation. Cheating starts with a sneaky conversation.
Very many people like that. There was someone that before this situation that I've got in that I had pursued before. And it was mutual, but then the person told me, I don't like to commit to no one because I can't just fuck one person. And I was like, pretty much this bitch want to fuck everybody, right? And I'm like, how many of y'all can just keep fucking any and everybody before everything start getting passed around, and then you be the first one claiming you ain't get it from me, bitch? Yeah, whatever. And people are just weird, and this I don't know. This day and age, and these people that be in their 30s, 40s. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Speak on it.
They be old and fucking childish too. So it's like you can't even say it's our generation. It's pretty much everybody.
Everybody, and it's like they're so caught on this wave. It's like, I don't know. I'm an old school kind of guy. Like I like to date. And I would say now I'm more patient with dating because the guy that I'm dating now, we've been dating for like almost a year. Mm-hmm. And just like we haven't just solidified a relationship, but we know like you mine, I'm yours. Like we have that established, you know, that thing. And I don't think that he would do that to me. But I just feel like a lot of other people, they look at life now, it's all about scamming the niggas. It's all about getting the money from the niggas.
City girl behavior.
City girl behavior. Like it's not like
they think that shit cute.
They think it's cute, and it's like JT and Carisha. They talking about fucking niggas and scamming niggas out their money, but JT with a rich ass nigga, Carisha with a rich ass nigga. Not saying she in love with love, but you know she might be. You know she's in something that's like that. Life at some point gets old,
and that is like that's something I've been having to tell people. Like, there's be people who come in my DMs and be like, they'll listen to Slap on My Ass, and they're like, that's really what it is. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bitch, don't let the song fuck you up from reality.
Right.
Because all these artists are playing characters.
Yeah.
That's not who they really are. Right. Some people, it may be who they really are. But 9 times out of 10, it's not who they really are. They're giving you the music because they know that's what you want to hear. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I used to tell gay rappers this who rap, like, overly hard or, like, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, gay rap, I mean the gay audience, they don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
They do not want to hear you get on the stage and you rapping all these fucking bars and they like, what the fuck is going on? They want to hear about fucking niggas, scamming them, getting money. That's all gay audience want to hear. And so I could see like how some gay rappers be like, I don't think I fit in because you got these bottoms and these verses and these tops. They don't want to hear that shit. They want to hear all this ratchet city girl music. So if you're not pumping out the city girl message, bitch, they don't want to hear you. Right. You might as well just go home because they about to look at you. They're going to stare at you like old Navy mannequins. They're just going to stand in one place and just look because you're not giving them what they want.
Right.
And so these artists that everyone's so influenced by, these bitches be married, have boyfriends, going home to a man every night.
Every fucking night.
Cleaning, all kind of shit. They telling you to fuck them, get their money and all this shit. And they ain't even doing that.
They ain't even doing that.
But you listening to it, you doing it, look at you.
Dumb, stupid, and that real ass ain't keep your nigga home. And the thighs don't motherfucking match. Period. Well, Doodie Gabor, I've enjoyed my time here with you. But of course, before you leave the couch, there's something I do on my show each and every week, and I want you to just sit a little straight, and I want you to look dead into that camera, and I want you to encourage my audience. Give them some type of encouragement, because you know, like I said, you've been in different avenues, and you've done a lot, and you're doing a lot. So encourage those people that may want to hop from rap to singing, or from singing to starting like a small business. Sure. Like, give some of those people some encouragement.
I feel like if you want to be a rapper, you want to try out different avenues, you could do that. There's not one person that we know that's like a billionaire, trillionaire, whatever, who only stuck to one fucking thing. They got their hands in all kind of pots. Never put all your eggs in one basket, because if that shit go wrong, then you ain't got shit. So I feel like, in my opinion, I'll never put my eggs in one basket. I got an egg in every kind of fucking basket you can have. Because if this shit don't work out, I know this bitch halfway jumping, this motherfucker's on the way up, and this bitch laying the groundwork. So do everything you got to do to get where you got to go. Don't ever depend on one fucking thing, because that shit is like a gamble. Music is a gamble. Everything we do is a gamble. You don't know if the shit gonna pop or not. You just investing your money hoping that it do. And sometimes it don't. But it could fuck you up, but you gotta just keep fucking going, because we all gonna make it some way or another, unless you just get the fuck up and choose to work your whole life.
And let me tell you, out of everything that he said, the thing that just stuck in my mind, do what the fuck you got to do to get what the fuck you want.
Right. Just don't.
If you ain't heard nothing else that this man said tonight, if you ain't hear nothing else he said at his ending just then, do what the fuck you have to do to get what the fuck you want. Like,
you won't make enough to only be driving a Honda Civic.
Period. Put in the fucking work. Put in the fucking work. And when you put in the work, I guarantee you're going to get everything out of that work that you're supposed to get. Hell, my camera guy been shooting cameras for me, and we went to fucking the Sheen Awards last week, and bitch, guess what? He was interviewing motherfucking Candy Burris last motherfucking Monday. What's good? So I want y'all to know, just continue to do what you got to do to get what the fuck you want. And on that note,
the Rodney Ho quotes.
On that note, we're going to say this real quick. Doodie, I want to say thank you again for coming out to Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag.
You're welcome.
It's been a fucking pleasure. You know, you're in town from Miami. You're in town doing business, shooting for the magazine. And I want to thank you for stopping out your busy schedule to come sit with me. You know, again, make sure you guys are following Doodie on Instagram at Doodie Gabor. Make sure you're following Gabor Magazine on Instagram as well. And make sure even if he ain't Young KSB no more, make sure you're going to stream that music because he's still going to get a check from that because it's on streaming platforms. But no, like anything to get this money, honey. But no, I want to say again, y'all, thank y'all for watching each and every week. Thank you for supporting me each and every week. And thank you for supporting the underground gay rappers and the gay community.
Always.
And Doodie, thank you for doing the same thing because if it wasn't for you, a lot of these people would not have a platform to even be featured on. And if it wasn't for me, a lot of these people wouldn't have a platform to be featured on. So I want to say thank you for taking yourself out of that box and doing something for the whole community. So y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Tag Did It. This is Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag, and y'all already know we out. Boom.
You know where we at? It's time to sip and chat.